Okay, we're going to continue from the last class, and in the last class we have seen how how we can use the XPath to locate the elements, and we have seen a scenario. Okay, I'm going to quickly overview that scenario, and we'll continue with the next scenario which we can automate. Fine. So in this example, okay, let me go through from the beginning. We have a class and a main method. We're going to start the execution from here. We have initialized all the system properties which are going to help us to open up a browser. Okay, Selenium cannot access these browsers directly, so it gets the help from these browsers, these drivers. Okay, so we have Gecko driver for Firefox, IE driver for IE, and Chrome driver for Chrome. Fine. Now these three drivers have not given the location where these drivers exist, so it is assumed that these drivers are available in the class or in the project's home location, home directory. Fine. Then we have created a driver reference which is initialized to null. Okay. Now what we have done is we have tried to do any type of operation on the driver within a try-catch block. Okay, this is the try-catch block which is having all the operations that we can perform, okay, within the try-catch block on the driver. So anything goes wrong with the driver, if any exception is thrown at runtime, that is going to be handled within this catch block. Fine. So within the catch block, I'm trying to catch all the types of exceptions, okay, by handling the parent exception class, so that I can print them into screen so that we can understand actually what is going wrong in our code. Fine. So within this try block, what I'm doing first, I'm initializing the driver. Okay, this is something which I haven't told you, but I have seen that you guys have started working on it. So if you want to just maximize your window, okay, so you can use this one, driver.manage.window. So it will give you access to the current window object, and you can call the maximize method. So this is going to maximize the window. We have created a Firefox driver, and we have navigated to automationpractice.com. This is the complete URL where we need to navigate. Now we're in that page, and we have maximized the window. We're waiting for 2 seconds so that we can see the page has already loaded, and we can understand what is happening in the page. Next thing is I am clicking on a link with the help of link text. I'm searching for an element which is called women, and I'm clicking on that element. Okay, that is fine. The next step, what I'm doing is I'm trying to sort the products. Okay, so if I go to the URL, if I go to this URL, I can show you it in a better way. So we're navigating to Firefox, then Firefox is open, then we have maximized, and we are navigating to this URL. Within that URL, I'm going to click on a link using the link text element, and this is the link, and I have clicked on that. Now the page has navigated to a new page, and within this page I'm trying to find one element by ID. So the ID of the element is going to be select product sort. So I have found that this is the element sort by, this is the drop down, and what I'm doing is I'm taking that element's reference. So this is the element, I have taken that reference and I have given it to a Selenium class which is called select. This select class is going to help us select a particular option within a drop down. So this drop down is having some 5-6 elements. I need to select one of these elements, one of these options. To make it possible, Selenium has given us a class, or it's a libraries method or libraries class, select class, which we are using. So to create an object of select class, I need to pass the reference of the select or the drop down element. Fine. So this is the drop down element I have initialized, and I've created a select. So now what I need is I need to select one of the options. So this is the way I have selected. I've selected by using the visible text. The visible text is the text that you can see within the drop down options. Okay. So if you want to select the first one, you're going to give the visible text as double dash. Okay. If you're trying to select this one, you need to give the visible text as in space stop. And remember, the character also matters. You need to give the proper character, because it is Java is always a character sensitive. So if you give a small character, it's not going to work over here. Fine. Now we have selected the second element. Let's see, price : lowest first. So we have selected the lowest first. After selecting this, you can see the items that are available in this page, they are shuffled and they are arranged in an order of their increasing like price. Okay, this is the $16.40, this is $16.51. The next challenge was to assert or to verify, because this can be a scenario in which you need to see if this drop down is working properly or not. So what we have done, we have selected the second element, and it means that the elements should be displayed in their like increasing order of price. Now I have around 3, 6 and 1, 7 items over here, and all of these items they're having a specific price which is over here. So if I put my mouse on that, it is like basically changing the text, and I'm not able to inspect that element. So the next challenge was to get all these prices which are displayed on the page. So what I can do is I can use a relative path. Okay, what I can use a relative XPath to find each of these prices of each of these items. So the topmost thing that I can do right now is I need to first select each of these items, and within these items I'm going to find out the location where this element is actually present, this price is present. So first of all I need to select this entire division or this entire HTML code. Within that I'll go to this location, and similarly I'm going to do the same operation over here on this element. I'll find this element's price. So first of all I'm going to open the Firebar. You can click on the right top Firebar. Now it is activated. Fine. What I'm going to do, I'm going to select the each and every element. So this is the element which I need to select. Similarly, this is the element which I need to select. So let's click on one of these elements, and this is the fire path or the X path which is displayed in the fire path. So if you put your mouse on this, you can see this element is like it is highlighted. Similarly, so let's copy this text first, and let's put that into our notepad, because I need to compare each and every item, each and every XPath of every item, so that I can find a relationship or I can find a relative path which is going to give me all these data. So I'm writing this value. Fine. So this is the second element. Similarly, I'm going to do one more thing. I'm going to navigate to a different element. So this is the third element. Okay, this is the third element, and this is the XPath. Copy and paste it over. And you can see this is the reference. Okay, this is index li index 2 represents the second element, and li index 3 represents the third element. Fine. So if I want to get this first element, I must change this value. Okay, to get the first element, I am going to change this index from 3 to 1. So let's see if it is giving us the proper output or not. So copy this and paste it in the fire path and hit enter. See, the first element is selected. That's good. So if I want to get all the elements without, like if I want to get all the elements which are displayed under relative to this path, I can use up to this much, and I don't need to give the array index. So if I don't give the index, it is not going to give me only one element, it's going to give me all the elements. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to remove that index at the end. Okay, I'm going to remove that index. So let's copy this, and what I'm going to get all elements using this thing, and I'm going to remove this index. Fine. So what is going to happen, this is going to give me all the elements in an array format. So let's copy this and paste it in our XPath, and let's see if it is giving us all the elements or not. Paste, enter. Now I can see all the elements are selected, all the elements are visible, highlighted, and at the bottom this fire path, it is saying that 7 matching nodes are found, right? So that means it is working for us. So whatever we are going to do, we are targeting to get this price in place, but now we are just halfway, right? We have not yet reached there. And remember, all the elements are similar, right? All the elements are displayed in the proper location. Even if you select this product or the second product or the fifth product, it doesn't matter. Everywhere we have the price at the specific location. So if we find a particular or one of these products location, one of these products price location, then this is going to work for all, right? So what I'm doing right now is let's focus on one of these elements and find where actually this price is located in the XPath, where this price is located. So this is the first element that I'm talking about. I need to navigate, I need to inspect this element which was present over here, but now it has changed. So I cannot right click and inspect, it is creating a problem. So let's do it this way. No, this way is also not possible. So what I can do is I can navigate, I can just expand this element and go inside. I can find the proper location. Okay, I think Avinash is disconnected. Anyways, he can refer the video. We are trying to. Fine. So this is the like Devashish Bhai and Sania. Can you hear me? Both of you can, right? Devashish Bhai, it's fine for you. Okay. So this is the second. Okay. So within this list, you can find there is a division present. Okay. Now it is navigating inside, and still the price is located within this division. We'll go one step ahead. Within this division, there are three divisions: first division, second division, and the third division. Third division is not visible. Anyways, the second division is the division where our price is located. So I'm going to go within this division. So if I want to reach over here, where am I? So this Li1 is giving me the top of the element. What I need to go to the first division. So I can use /d. It is now pointing to the next element. Okay, within that. What I need to expand these, and I need to go to the second division. So if you look at the UI, within this division there are three divisions. If I am on the first division, there the image is present and the price is not present. So I need to go to the second division. To navigate to the second division, what I can do is I can expand this fire path to /div and give the array. Now we're in the second division. You can see the second element is visible, right? Now within this division, again this element is present somewhere within that element. What I can do is I can expand this, okay, and I can navigate one by one. This is the area where the details is displayed, so I am not interested in that. I can go to the next one, that is the division, and you can see there are even more divisions present. So if I say div, it is going to give us all the divisions, but I want the first division because the price is present in the first division. So I can give div to /another div and give the index as 1. Fine. Now within this div there are even more elements present, and I need to filter them out. There is this span, and there is this meta and multiple spans. So there are three spans present. So if I give span, it is going to give me all the spans, but I need the first span of 1, and this is it, the element is present. Fine. So this is the first item's price, and if I go back to my notepad, you can see the first item was having this, first element was having this much value, this much XPath, and within that we have this much text or this much XPath which is relative to the first XPath, which is giving me the item's price. So if I copy this and if I use it in front of the third item, so this is going to give me the third item's price. Paste, enter. Now you can see the third item's price is also available. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to copy all these values. Okay, this is the third item's price and this is the first item's price. Okay, similarly I can create the second item's price by changing the li value from 1 to 2. So you can see the same XPath continues. So if I want all these values, if I want all these values to be relative, if I want all these values in a single XPath, what I can do is I can change this li from index based li to without index li. Now it is going to give us all the XPaths. So let's copy this value and let's paste it over here and click enter. Now we are getting 7 matching nodes, and if you see, the matching nodes are actually the prices of all the elements that I am seeing on the screen. Fine. This is the way we need to decode the XPath. We need to make some changes in the XPath, and then we can use it in our Selenium code. Now this is the XPath which I need to use in my code. Okay, seems this is clear, or I need some more. You guys need some more explanation. Devashish bhai, is it fine for you? Yes, Sanya. Understood?
So span and division having different meaning or same, sir?
So these are actually HTML elements. Okay. All you need to know, just check is what element is containing your data. Now we are talking about the price, and that is contained within a span. So we are going to find the span element, right? Div and span, they are
So
different,
how
they
do you
have a
know, sir?
different
How
meaning.
do you
Sorry, how do you
how
know?
do you know? Like, yes, sir. Like, if you want to select price, like,
Mm-hmm.
then how do you find, sir? You need to select span one or the division one, something like that.
Okay, okay, this is the first item. So this much you understood how to find the first item. If you change this index to 2, it is going to give you the second. This much you understood, right? And see, within this element, this price is present somewhere within that element. It's like it's nested within that element. You need to navigate to some more HTML like tags to reach your price tag, right? So within that li, there are multiple elements present. Okay, as you said, if I'm talking about the price, okay, the first div, second div is containing the price, right? So I'm expanding the second div. Okay, so within li2 I need to navigate to the first division, that is div, then I need to navigate to the second division 2. This much you understood. Now within this division I cannot give div1 because div1 is nowhere, it is not containing my data. I need to go to div2 only. So that when you look at the code and you see that this element is present in second division, you cannot write div1 over here, right? You need to give div2. Again, this div is again containing a lot of data and I need to reach my price. So you are going to expand this div, and you can see there are even multiple elements present, h5, div, etc. So you need to navigate across all the element, and when you get your element highlighted, this is the one, your element is highlighted. So what you need is, you need to have the first division, right? This is the location where your element is present. This is the first element. Your price is not present in this. You can see the highlighted part of the screen.
Yes, sir.
So if you select /h5, are you ever going to get that data? No, you can never get your price. So you don't need to have this one. What you can do is, you can expand this and you can go to the first division, because there are div 1, 2, 3, 4 divisions present, right? And you are trying to go into this division. So you need to give div1 /div1. Fine. And within that division, again some more elements are present. There is a span and there is a meta, right? There is a span and there is a meta. So if you say meta, you are not going to get your data /meta. You are not going to get your data. So what you can do, you can use a span. So whatever element is containing your data, you need to give that element's name. Now I have got it.
Okay, sir.
And this is just for the second element. If you want to get for third element, you can use this way. You can change the list index to 3 and it is going to give you the third element's data, right? So if you remove this array, it is going to give you all the elements span data. But the problem is, some of the elements are containing multiple data. So you need to specify only span of 1. The first span, that is containing the price. You need to play around a lot with this HTML firepath, XPath, okay? Then only you can have a good understanding of XPath. Okay, now once we have got all these elements in our Selenium code, see what I'm doing over here. I'm giving that XPath and I'm calling driver.findElements. Okay, I'm giving these elements because this XPath is returning more than one element, right? If it would have given only one price, I should not have used find elements. I'm getting all the prices here. So I'm using find elements and I'm saving into a list of web elements. So this list is now containing all these prices, right? In the order they are visible in the page. What I can do next is, I can find these values. I can change the value into a format in which this will be a double value, this is a float value, which I can compare. Okay. So what I have done over here is, I am trying to remove the extra characters, like this dollar is present. So I am trying to remove that using the substring method. So I've removed that dollar, and then I have converted this into the Java double format. Double.parseDouble is the method which converts a Java string into a Java double value, and I have added them into another list of doubles. So this for each loop or the enhanced for loop is used to loop across all the web elements as in all the price elements that we are finding using this XPath. And after when I am having access to one of these prices using this for each loop, I am taking that value, taking that string value, and it is containing a dollar, right? It's containing a dollar. What I am doing now is I am removing that dollar using the Java substring method, and after that I am converting the remaining part 16.89 okay into the Java double format, and I am adding it to another list. Then I am comparing if any of the prices is greater than the last price. Okay, if any of the price is greater than the last price, if this value is greater than this value, then the test case is going to fail. Okay, so I'm checking all the values again in another for loop. So I'm checking if the value is greater than the last value, then I'm saying that no, it is not sorted. Sorted equal to false. Otherwise, by default the sort is true. So at the end I'm checking if the sorting is true, it says that items are sorted by price. Okay, else it says that items are not sorted by price. That's it. At the end, in the finally block, I'm quitting the driver. It is going to close the Firefox browser or the Chrome browser that you are having. Sanya, just go through this code again, the video again, okay? Try to understand how am I deducing the XPath, because that is very much important. If you learn finding out the XPath using some relationship and using some nested syntax in the XPath window in the HTML code, then you can write any type of Selenium, you can automate any type of Selenium scenario. Okay. Hope this is clear, somehow clear. Just go through the video again, okay, and try to do it on your own. So I'm going to give you another scenario, okay, which you need to automate, and you are going to tell me if you are facing any issues.